Good morning, I'm Chad Hannon, and this is the 10-Minute Commute. Before I get to the stories, which we'll do in just a bit, I guess since today's the first day, I need to explain a little bit as to what I'm doing. So, used to do a radio morning show, and I decided that I would do just a little bit every morning for you to listen to on your drive to work like you used to, I guess, a decade ago. It will be on your phone, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your TikTok is where I'm going to put it, and you'll be able to listen to it every morning. Please let me know how you feel about it. Bad comments, good comments, they're all great for me. What would you like me to change? What would you like me to add? What would you like me to do? I'd love to hear all of that in the comments. So let's get started. World leaders today continue to watch Iran, which I'm sure you already knew. The ceasefire is at best tenuous, as over the weekend, Iran shot at us and we shot at them. They attacked our bases in in Bahrain and in Kuwait, and there were no casualties that have been reported, but the war is still continuing. That being said, I checked the oil prices this morning. Brent crude is exactly the same price today as it was, to the penny, as it was the day that the war started. So we're back down to decent oil prices now if gas prices would just follow. Second story today is about the heat wave. And that is everywhere. We have a heat wave coming for us here in the Illinois Valley. We will get to the weather forecast in a little bit here on the show. But Europe seeing some crazy heat. Paris yesterday at 104, which was a record. And it is so hot in Paris that the nuclear plant there has had to shut down. Why? Well, I guess there is a river that feeds their nuclear plant and then feeds back into the river, and the river is too hot to use for the nuclear plant. It would kill fish in the river as well as not function as well for the nuclear plant. So the nuclear plant had to shut down because of how hot it is in Europe. Record highs across Europe. And of course, we're going to be incredibly warm here this week as well. Be careful. Heat is dangerous. Heat kills more people every year than tornadoes, than hurricanes, than all the other bad weather you're scared of. But for some reason, we're not quite as scared of heat. Heat is dangerous. Be careful. Stay inside. Stay cool. In our third story today, it is America's 250th birthday. You probably knew that. We are celebrating all week long across the nation. The strange thing is that it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. I have been searching, trying to figure out what bands are playing where and why those bands are playing and what artists are doing what. And I cannot find definitive answers as to what we're doing to celebrate America's 250th. So my recommendation is that you have a personal or family celebration of America's 250th. I remember, I'm old enough, even though I was only 5 at the time, it still stuck with me, America's 200th birthday, and I do feel like we did that one a little better than we're doing this one. But maybe just for that one day, July 4th, we can come together again, or maybe we can pick that day, and then from there on, just stay together. Sound like a good idea? Let's hope for it. On this day in history, in 1956, President Eisenhower signed into law the interstate system. Yeah, the interstate highways like Interstate 80, Interstate 39. That's crazy. I don't know what to say about that. The 1956 is when they built the interstates. It feels like it's always been a part of my life. Of course, it has been, and probably always been a part of your life as well. But that is when they started building them after World War II, 1956. The Globe Theatre in London, the one known as Shakespeare's home, burnt down on this day in 1613, which, again, a long time ago, and I have no memory of, and neither do any of you. And in 2007, this one's going to shock you because I am recording the show on one of these. In 2007, on this day, the very first iPhone came out. Dumb criminal of the day is a man in Louisiana was pulled over by the police. He stopped, and then as the police began to talk to him, he ran off into the swamp to avoid a DUI, where he was promptly caught by alligators bitten on both arms, had to be taken to the hospital, and they have deputized the alligators as police in helping capture that criminal. Time for the joke of the day. A man goes into the doctor. Doctor comes back into the office with him and says, "Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news." The guy goes, "Well, I guess I want the good news." And the doctor goes, "Hey, they're naming a disease after you." Weather forecast for today, we're going to get up to 92 degrees. Of course, when you factor in the humidity, it's going to feel a lot hotter than 92 degrees today. We should feel like we're well over 100. Taking a look at the week, we've got 94 on Tuesday, 94 on Wednesday, 95 on Thursday, 91 on Friday, 90 on Saturday, 87 on Sunday. So we do start to cool off as we make our way through the weekend. We just got to get through the middle of the week, which is 100 degrees when you factor in the heat index. Please be careful. And this is the last part of the show. This is a part that we call the last mile, or at least we're going to call it that since today is the first day. Don't forget, before I get to this last little bit, please leave your comments. Please like, share. It will help this spread, and that's what I'd like to do, kind of get a show back out there. Just a brief little thing you can check in on every day and find out what's going on in our area and around the world. Today's last mile is about the West Clocks building. You may drive by it quite a bit. It is right in the heart of the Illinois Valley, and it opened in the 1800s. It was, at the time, the absolute biggest factory in the area and one of the biggest in the country, employing thousands of people from all around the Illinois Valley. The reason I chose to talk about the West Clocks building today is because today is also the birthday of the iPhone. And that's probably what you use. Your phone wakes you up now. Your phone tells you your time. Kind of gives you an idea of how important that West Clocks building was to the world, because the West Clocks made more clocks than anyone in the world. And now it's closed. Kind of sad. Have a great day. Please be kind to someone today. And if you liked this, join me again tomorrow morning.